So in Queensland, there's been 12 interstate games played. The Maroons have won 10 of them. And Alana, between 1999 and 2014, before the Origin concept came into being, it was a traditional interstate game. Queensland won 17 in a row.
Yeah, they did. They were very dominant. And then there was a draw. It was 4-4. I was involved in that game, actually, and the first win. But then since it has led into those Origin matches, the Blues have clocked up 2. Queensland, the reigning premiers. And then I guess we get to see what happens at the end of tonight. 6
points the margin last year, 10 points in 2019 and 6 points back in 2018. So as you'd expect in Origin footy, there's not much separating them. Queensland and New South Wales, the first of 2 big Origin games this weekend, coming to you live here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. The rain tumbles down at Sunshine Coast Stadium, but there's still a great crowd, an enthusiastic audience, and the Blues, they're going to shift from the kickoff here. There's some confidence. Might be a pointer to the tactics we expect potentially for the remainder of the game. Togatuki playing the ball. And now Samaima Taufa. What a star she is in Women's Rugby League. She's maybe the best forward in the women's game, and an early penalty here. There's no 6 again calls in Women's State of Origin as well, so that's important to point out.
Yeah, penalties awarded instead, and an adventurous start from New South Wales, so the conditions, no real problem for them, stringing the passes together, making it so that they weren't getting gang tackled down their own end. Tonight all about field position, and they've got that on the back of a penalty after showing some real initiative in their opening tackle.
Togatuki with the second carry of the game. Davis is the dummy half. Corbin Baxter doing the work in 5'8". She's played right across the back line for New South Wales and Australia, but wearing the 6 for the Blues this evening now. Taufa with a strong run. Met by Brigginshaw and Shannon Marto. Davis goes to Maddie Studden. And out the back to Vete Welsh. Here's Kelly with some room to move off. She could get the ball away there. Yasmin Meeks nearly had an open passage to the line. 4th tackle. Studden along to Davis. There's a pressure pass. Good pick up and a good pass as well in one motion. Togatuki in the conditions didn't want to catch that. Play number 5. I don't know that Hannah Southwell knew that, and the Blues will go to ground with it after 5 plays.
I guess the positive is that they've still finished up the right end of the field. They would have loved a little kick to build a little bit more pressure, but promising signs from the New South Wales side. Really willing to use that football. We saw Isabel Kelly get the ball out there on that left centre edge in a little bit of space, so looking dangerous already.
Yeah, it's very wet at Sunshine Coast Stadium. There's Kylie Hilda. Jeff Tuvey up there as well. And Kylie played in this game last year. Played 59 minutes for the Blues as the dummy half, and now takes over the role as coach. And Julia Robinson playing the ball back there. And here's a strong run. Rough Strand Smith, one of 5 newcomers to the Queensland team for tonight's Origin fixture. Now a kick here from Queensland on tackle number 4. It's a good tactic too in the conditions. Turn them around, and Vete Welsh has to run back to pick it up, and she'll scoot back near her own 30-metre line.
Yeah, really well structured there too. 2 passes wide before putting the long kick down, so there was no pressure on the kicker. Chase was good. Both teams have come with a plan tonight and executing nicely in the opening couple of minutes. Some big defence there on Tanatani.
Oh, strong tackle. They're up over the halfway though. Here goes Millie Boyle. She plays with the Broncos in the NRLW, but she's up against 9 of her own club teammates tonight. Here goes Hannah Southwell. 35-minute halves as well in Women's Origin football. Oh, we got a penalty at the ruck on, was it tackle 5? It was. 5th tackle penalty.
Tasman! Got late contact earlier on report.
Okay, so that wasn't involved in that tackle. Tasman Gray has been placed on report.
And the bunker obviously saw something going on in back plate. So Maddie Studden takes the tap and goes to the skipper, Kezzy Apps, who won the Nellie Doherty medal as player of the match in the inaugural Origin match in 2018. They've controlled the first 4 minutes in New South Wales. Here's Boyle, 11 metres out from the line. Davis goes to Southwell. Brigginshaw with a good tackle, and Marto there too, but the Blues are a metre away. Davis with a spiral ball to Studden, goes into the line. Vete Welsh, surely Isabel Kelly will score. She stretches out and gets the ball down. They look sizzling early and attack New South Wales, 4-0.
What an incredible finish from Isabel Kelly to get that ball over, but the New South Wales Blues did a great job to really condense the defence in the middle of the field. And you'll see that they've opened up this little bit of space, a clever little block play, great ball by Maddie Studden and an early pass by Batil Vete Welsh. But Izzy Kelly, to be able to get that ball over and finish that opportunity and turn it into points was really well done. She probably could have kept that going out there to Yasmin Meeks, but such a strong and powerful runner of the footy, Isabel Kelly.
Really good decoy there from Kezzy Apps. That drew Lauren Brown just far enough in to open up some space on the outside, and now my Harvey Norman replay. You can see there her ball carrying arm well off the ground.
Look at the coach speed.
Well, it's been a great start. Both teams have come up with some nice plays, but certainly New South Wales have dominated the field position, and they've turned that position into and pressure into points.
Yes, Isabel Kelly taking advantage of some backpedaling defence there.
So what I've really liked, Matt, is the dummy half work, Keely Davis. Some really good passing out of dummy half in front of the intended receiver. Has decided when was the best time to run and when to pass, and had a nice start. And you need that decision making to be right from your dummy half because they touch the football more than anybody else in your team.
Well, Keely was ruled out just prior to kickoff in last year's match because of injury, and so she's waited a long time for a chance. Hannah Southwell doing the goal kicking. The conditions aren't easy. It's not a bad attempt, but it's away to the right.
Come on. Lauren, just wait for the clock. Stay on side here.
Well, the Blues outsiders leading into this, but they have scored first. They've dominated field position and possession of the ball. Oh, that's not what you want after you've scored.
She really need to try and catch that one, did Maddie Studden. Unfortunately, there was nobody in behind her to cover the bouncing ball. The most important thing after you score points is to get your next kick. Well, they didn't get to the next tackle.
Onside. Stay on.
Oh, it's not a great kick by Maddie either. So New South Wales find themselves under a bit of pressure here. Chelsea Lenadusi. A real wrecking ball when she runs hard. She's been a real handful in the NRLW. Now Shannon Marto runs up just outside the 10. Great tackle technique there. Davis and Apps combining to drop her to the ground. It goes to Gray, who's been placed on report already, but she's a robust runner as well out in the back row. Brill on to Boo, the dummy half. Inside pass. Lenadusi has another crack. Oh, tried to promote the ball but lost it.
Knock one off New South Wales first.
They've done a great job
hang
to
on,
get...
we've got to knock it off New South Wales first,
Knock on New
says
South
the referee,
Wales.
Lana.
Clock's on.
I was going to say the New South Wales women have done a great job to get numbers in these tackles and really put pressure on, but it hasn't gone their way.
Well, there's no knock on there from New South Wales. There was a hand in there, but the ball has gone
Grant.
backwards.
We've got a captain's challenge from New South Wales.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Challenging the decision of a knock-on.
Great contact first up from Kezzy Apps. And then you'll
Just
see
looking to
the
determine
hand in there,
that there's a knock-on from New South Wales.
but that has gone backwards.
So it's actually where New South Wales try to regain the ball is where they've called knock-on, I suspect. So Boyle's knocked the ball out there, so it probably should be a penalty, really, shouldn't it? Should be a stripping penalty.
Well, I think the ball carrier is trying to pass the football.
Chelsea Lenarduzzi is attempting to pass the ball.
Okay.
So then
At
it
that
becomes
point,
fair
Millie
game.
Boyle makes contact with it,
Knocked it back.
and it goes backwards.
So
Salima Taufa then knocks on the ball on the ground.
Oh, wow. So the first part of the captain's
We
challenge was
have
okay.
a
Unfortunately,
Against
it wasn't backed up.
New South Wales.
So
The
the pressure was
challenge
maintained.
is successful, but New South Wales retain their right to challenge.
They won't get the football, but they retain
So
their
penalty
right to
to
challenge.
Queensland, Grant.
She loses the ball.
Hang on. I'll explain it
You're
to you.
looking at me quizzically.
So
now.
there's a strip.
Yeah, I
So
understand
there's more than
why.
one in the tackle, so it's a strip. So you retain your challenge because it's not a knock-on from you, but it's a penalty against you, okay? So you've still got a challenge, Pezzy.
Some things never change.
Penalty down here.
So penalty for the strip in the tackle.
Destiny!
I don't know why we went through to the knock-on from
Over here.
Taufa then.
Time on.
All right, well, we're at Queensland. They reload here with a full set. Here goes Marto.
Okay, get up now.
Studding the naps up there to stop her. A couple of metres out. Destiny Brill, she's scored here.
You got the ball.
The 18-year-old making her origin debut.
Grant.
If she's got this on the turf, it's a try, and I reckon she did.
I've got no try.
Whoa.
Just confirm that it's
Looked
held
like
up,
there
please.
might have been a leg in there.
Just looking to determine if the Queensland player gets the ball
No, it's
to the
on
ground.
leg on Veda Walsh.
At this stage, Destiny Brill has not got the ball to the ground. We're going to play through to see if it gets to the ground eventually.
Is it not on the ground there?
No. No, we're coming back to the 10, and she built really low to the ground, isn't she, Destiny Brill? Need to
The
be
ball
closely
remains
watching. Still
off
see
the
the ball up
ground.
there off the
Yeah.
ground. So we'll come out to the
We
10
have a
metre.
decision.
Good desperation by the Blues. Look destined to score. Pardon the pun. I didn't actually mean that.
That's a ripper.
That's one of those ones you wish you could put back in.
No, you thought about that
No,
for
I
days,
haven't-
coming, just
I haven't
hoping for a
considered it.
situation like that.
All right, back on the way quickly. Gee, they're a handful, these two props, aren't they, for Queensland? Ducey and Marto, they are awfully strong. Brill goes away. Zahara Tamara. That was a difficult pass for Karina Brown in the conditions. It was too far out ahead of her. She saw an opening, but just couldn't nail the long ball. Oh.
The idea was good. It was just poor execution.
Yes.
The winger had plenty of room to move on the outside there. It just didn't hit her in the chest.
The only rooster representing Queensland this year, Zahara Tamara, played 5 tests for the Gillaroos. Sam Friday, you're with the sideline. Hope you're staying dry, my friend.
I am dry on the sideline. I have an umbrella. I have a raincoat. I was going to get some plastic bags actually and put them on my shoes to keep my feet dry. But what a fantastic start from both teams. I think New South Wales have got the upper hand so far. They're not letting these conditions determine the way they're playing. I think this is going to be a fantastic game. So we'll see more and more big hits like that as this game goes on for sure.
Look at
And
that
some
for a
classy
run
footy
by
as well.
Surges. Yes, it's good stuff, Sam. You'll be enjoying it there up close and personal. And Davis away to Southwell. Crashes over the halfway. Marto and Gray, the defenders, back to Studden. She has to rush a kick away under real pressure there. It's almost the midfield bomb, if you like. Well done, Karina Brown. She's a beauty, isn't she, Karina Brown? There's nothing of her, but she gives everything whenever she features in one of these games.
Plenty of experience from Karina Brown. She's transitioned from that full-back position out there onto the wing, but she's always one of the loudest voices.
Sinead Shazolka tackle with it now. There's Karina Brown. Fixture in women's rep football for many years now. Brigginshaw. Oh, 3-person tackle. Strong defence. Davis defensively has rattled a few so far. Now Zahara Tamara aims a kick towards the corner. Vete Welsh has got to go, but this isn't going to roll dead, is it? Oh, it does. That's bad luck.
They're doing a good job on Ali Brigginshaw. Type of player that every time she's got the football, even when she passes, she's got to end up on the ground.
It's interesting they're using her in the 13, Alana. She moved there to Brisbane to accommodate Taryn Aiken and Tamika Upton, and that's the way the Queenslanders have gone.
I think one of the most clever decisions they've ever made, because they've now got an extra ball player out there, and you'll see as the game starts to open up a little bit, when Ali Brigginshaw really puts her mark on the game in those key moments, she'll chime in her kicking game, short to the line. She's got that lovely little show and go, and her passing game will come into it. They're playing quite flat though, Queensland, so once they get a little bit more depth and a little bit more time, that's when she'll really ask some huge questions of this New South Wales side.
There's a short side play. Vede Welsh, Kelly got it back, one-handed pass, couple of bounces along the ground, picked up well by Corbin Baxter. Now Hannah Southwell's going to stab a kick over the top. And it's been spilled here. Hot ball, this one. Can the Blues get it back? Robinson scrambles and just gets it.
Grant.
Are we going to the bunker to see if New South Wales got down?
I've got no try. Just confirm that it's knocked on.
It's a good kick by Southwell. Just saw some space out there, threw it on the boot.
Kick chase has been cleared up
going
this
back
point.
with the ball.
Just looking to determine who then knocks on the ball.
And she loses the football, Sazolka. It's actually knocked down in
Queensland
the
have knocked the ball
attempted tackle.
backwards at this stage.
Oh, well, if New South Wales force this, it should
Just
be a
looking
try.
to
And that's what
determine
Gianna
if there is a
Penatani
grounding from New South Wales.
claiming the try.
Up until this point, we have backwards off Queensland and a live ball.
That would be a try.
Gianna Penatani takes hold of the ball, just looking to determine if that's actually on the line.
Oh, maybe it was raised just before the line.
The ball is short of the line at this stage, just looking to determine now if there's a knock-on. The ball goes forward from Tiana Penatani,
Wow.
and we have a knock-on
Wow.
from New South Wales.
About a game of inches.
We have a decision.
Yeah, if the ball had been touching the line when Penatani gets control of the footy, it's a try, but it just slipped out
Okay, it's
millimetres before.
So it's your scrum. Where would you
Yeah, it was
like
unlucky. It was a really clever and
middle.
controlled kick from
Knock
Hannah
on, New
Southwell
South
too.
Wales, scrum.
This game and in these wet conditions, the kicking game's was always going to be crucial.
So we'll go with that.
And a clever kick from Southwell that time.
Scrum, yep. Scrum, girls. Let's go, scrum.
Gee, there's a telling statistic. Average set distance.
Destiny all the way in. I'll call break. Stay
Queensland
in.
really
Destiny
struggling with
in.
yardage.
Well, they've done well, Queensland, to just concede the one try in the opening 11 minutes.
In you
They've
go.
had a lot to do on their own line. Well, it's only a skinny lead.
Heavy in.
And New South Wales have involved their outside backs quite a bit, so they're chewing up some of those metres as well early on.
There's a good reply by Robinson.
She's a good player, strong player. Came in from the wing into the centres. It's been a really good transition.
5 tries for the Broncos in 11 NRLW games. One of the most experienced in that competition. So Brigginshaw. That's Southwell.
Tackle 3, Ali. She's just going to be in the way.
Shaken up by something there. Oh, that's a rolled her ankle. So that's a strange one, just stepping in correctly. And
It's amazing when nobody is near the player when they go down. It seems to be more of a concern. Straight away, the hand went up to the sideline to say, I'm in all sorts here.
certainly in relation to knee injuries, that's the case, isn't it?
She's as tough as it gets too, Hannah Southwell, so she must be in some serious strife if she's staying down.
Holly Wheeler getting ready to go on the park. She's the oldest of the Blues players at 31, so they are a very young outfit. Now, how's Hannah going? She's walking okay, but she's going to come off and get checked. Well, You can tell by the forlorn look on her face that this isn't positive news. Got to take your hat off to the crowd here, haven't you? When you consider the conditions here, you can see the rain it's tumbling down. It's been raining all day, but the Queenslanders love their Origin footy, rain, hail or shine.
In the old days, Matt, there used to be high-cut boots.
Oh yeah.
They would come right up the ankle to stop those kind of injuries.
Don't know how you're going to go with the campaign to bring them back.
Well, I never wore them. I was slow enough, but they served a purpose.
Help! Help! Release now!
What's she going to do? She's desperate to play that quickly. Look again. Look at the Blues are right up there. The Queensland struggling to make any yardies. There's a good struggling run there by Shannon Marte. 12 minutes gone. New South Wales 4-0 in Women's State of Origin. Zahara Tamara, that kick deflected off a New South Wales player, so Bethay Welsh had to scamper back to her own 30-metre line before the chasers arrived. Robinson down there with Marto. Here's Meeks now. Some good solid defence by the Queenslanders that time. Robinson with back-to-back tackles. Brigginshaw there as well. Now Jess Surgis, such a powerful runner. Jemima Taufa always gets that quick play the ball away. Davis now for Boyle. Brilliant athlete. They get to tackle 5 now, and Maddie Studden. She's going to go towards the sky. It's a tester. Oh, Karina Brown's done it again. Now Tamika Upton, one of the rising stars of the game, scored 2 tries in this corresponding match last year and 240 running metres for the Queenslanders as well.
They've got a great stride, really long. She's obviously quick, and much of that has to do with the length of the stride. Brown out of dummy half. A really good start to this game as the winger. A couple of catches under the high ball. Runs in the middle of the field, kicking early, Brigginshaw.
Oh, it's just going to go in the full. It's headed towards the touchline. No. Bethay Welsh. Oh, gets rocked and a good tackle. Rastron Smith, the 12 in there, and there's some help there from Destiny Brill as well. But once again, Corbin Baxter with a good run. Look at the Blues are up on the halfway already. Dominating the territory.
Well, they've got all their
Kelly nearly
speedsters
through
in
here,
there.
Alana. She gets an offload out the back. Nice work. Davis on the back up.
Yeah, that was a great run by Izzy Kelly. But
Oh, there's a one-on-one strip attempt that's gone backwards, has it?
One-on-one strip, then it's a knock-on.
Oh, knock it off
One-on-one
Queensland.
strip, then it's a knock-on. Where? Side scrum, please. 20 or 10? Clock's on.
just poking her nose through there, Izzy Kelly. The New South Wales women are really involving their outside backs early to start off these sets, and it seems to be working because they're making great meters. And the pack's job off the back of it is just that little bit easier. They got a little bit of momentum winning that ruck speed.
Oh, it's a harsh call there against
great.
Tasman Gray.
It's gone back. And Davis in the back of the scrum. Goes to Baxter. Now Surgis tries to get around them. Penatani up against Sazolka, and Aiken made ground from the base of the scrum to help make the tackle, but the danger signs again for Queensland. The Blues on the march down the Maroons end of the ground. Jemima Taufa put down in a good tackle by Brill. 9 metres out, Davis. Here's a good chance. Philomena Hanisi, the youngest Blue out there, 20 years of age. Goes within a metre of scoring. Oh, Maddie's dropped it.
Strong charge there from Hanisi, and that took defenders away See 3 involved, 4 now. And unfortunately, the halfback, the ball just goes straight through the arms. With support on the outside. Again, 4-0, a skinny lead with the amount of football and field position the Blues have enjoyed.
Ampol State of Origin Game 2 Sunday night. We're treated to the greatest rivalry in Australian sport as Freddie and his Blues look to make it back-to-back, take back the Origin Shield, at Suncorp, while the mighty Maroons will fight to force the series to a Game 3 decider. How exciting is it? All the action live and exclusively free here on 9 on a Sunday night. Don't miss a second. Wow, look at this strong defence from New South Wales. Lenadusi pushed back, but kept trying to make ground. When's the last time Queensland were in New South Wales half? Played here by Gray, within 6 metres of the halfway line. They're going to kick early once more. And Tamara finds a bit of ground here. Now it is a 40-30 rule. I think that one's rolled a bit long though, isn't it? No, she's done it.
Yep.
She's got it.
Yeah, play the ball. Where would you like it? Middle? Play the ball.
Oh,
Middle.
no, she's outside. No, it's a Blues play the ball. Okay. Gee, what a good kick.
She'll be disappointed for the sake of a metre that she didn't stay within her own 40 there.
So rather than the 40-20 that we see in the NRL each week, this is a 40-30 rule. But Zahara Tamara just a step or 2 outside the 40-metre line when it's kicked that. Now Quincy Dodd's out there doing the dummy half work. And there's a penalty here. 35-minute halves. A bit too eager there. The marker jumping out, making a play at the ball.
Okay, stand up now. Waiting here, wait.
And there goes Wheeler. Oh, strong tackle. Whacked around the rib cage there. Gray with a good shot.
Changing dummy half there for New South Wales. Good shot again, front on. Quincy Dodd in jersey 14. Now operating out of dummy half.
Queensland trying to make something happen for themselves here with some physical defence. Togatuki goes for a charge. Pull down on Queensland's 40. Away to Talfa. And this is Hanisi. Studden had a mixed night so far. That kick doesn't get through the line. So Queensland just trying to hang in here at the moment. Here's Brown. Oh, what a tackle! That is a brilliant shot. Kezi
Save that one.
Oh. Wow. She can tackle, can't she? Just bang. Look at that.
Unfortunately,
So
New South Wales on the back of that strong defence, they give away a penalty.
Samaima, got a report.
Taufa placed on report for a dangerous tackle that's of the crusher variety.
Keziap's grew up on a farm, Pete. You'd hate to be one of the sheep that she's trying to catch. Wow.
You'd only run her way once.
Yeah.
A rare opportunity for Queensland here. Oh, they've looked dangerous.
Yeah.
On the rare forays they've had down this end of the field. And what a confident boost it would be for them if they could put some points on. Maybe even take the lead after all they've had to endure so far.
And the unfamiliar surrounds of the New South Wales half here for Queensland. They've been confined to their own side of halfway for the bulk of this opening half. Here's Brill, away to Brigginshaw. What can the magician do here? Help the team get on the board. She's there to get the offload. Out now for Aiken. That's off the hand of Surgis, who did really well to maintain a composure and win the ball back for a team.
Well, it's a try-saving play from Surgis. The pass finds at mark. They take advantage of the overlap they've established.
the defensive efforts from this New South Wales women's side has been so impressive. The biggest strength of the Queensland women, and we've been speaking about it pre-game, is the strength of their spine and their attacking ability, but that really they haven't let them attack.
Oh, look at
all.
Vante Welsh. There's some tired legs out there for Queensland right now. And Quincy Dodd to Studden, turns it now for Taufa. On the last tackle, Studden's there. Oh no, she's dropped another one. Jeez, Maddie's hands letting her down tonight.
Hand over. Ali.
Player of the match in the Blues' last win in 2019, Maddie Studden.
Her pass wasn't a great one. Certainly took her eyes off the football, just looking to what she was going to do before it arrived.
Special comments from our mate Ruan Sims, who's in the coach's box. How's coaching life treating you, Roo?
Oh, it's pretty good, thanks, Tomo. It's a little bit stressful. We've just got a bit of a blood bin happening here for Mima, so we're going to need a bit of a blood interchange, but been really happy with how the girls been moving around.
Too much longer in it.
The kicking game, Roo, how much was that spoken about before?
Oh yeah, the kicking game is something that I think every half really talks about, but in these conditions especially, it's really sort of greasy underfoot, so we need to be really aware of where these kicks are going, because there's a few that are trying to get near the 30.
All right, Roo, you're multitasking there. We'll let you get back to the coaching gig. Talk to you later. Good luck.
Thanks, mate.
Here's Kezzy Apps with another good tackle on Destiny Brill. That's pretty good, Pete. She's making interchanges and doing interview at the same time.
She's a talented girl. I've always known that.
Oh, Harden's been...
There you go, another penalty for it. Inside the 5, at the 10, I'm sorry.
Bad tackle. Just a penalty.
I don't think that was for a high shot, was it?
And 2 crushes now.
All right, Queensland getting a chance now. A bit of ball going their way. Lauren Brown. 12 metres out when she played the ball. Here's Tabara with an inside pass. And a Clark now within a couple of metres of New South Wales line. Queensland a chance to get themselves on the board. Here's Upton. There's a player they'll be watching. Plenty of Blues there to stop the progress. Brill now. She gets down low. She'll get it down this time. She was knocked back earlier, but Destiny Brill has scored. And it's 4-4 now.
Yep, second time she's got across, no doubt with this one. She is powerful, isn't she? Pocket rocket. And out of dummy half, just saw a lack of intensity down the short side defensively from the New South Wales team. And gets down low on the Harvey Norman replay. Dives in between defenders. They haven't spent much time down here, but they've looked dangerous when they have been. And this time they make it count, the Queensland side, with a kick to possibly take the lead. In between Apps and Veta Welsh. And again, just the power of the surge.
Yes, only just turned 18 too, Destiny Brill, on June 10, so it's quite an effort to be playing your first Origin game at such a young age. I wonder if Reece Walsh is watching.
So that the Queensland side would be watching it. Alana, this young lady here, she hasn't played in the WNRL either.
Not yet, but I think we'll see that happen in a very short time. She's got huge raps on her, particularly in that Queensland competition. She's been dominant. And given that she is only 18 years of age, she's a really confident and loud voice out there on the footy field, which I think we've already seen a couple of those key decisions really backing herself. This is a huge game. This is the biggest game of her life to date. And she's been confident, she's been calm and backed herself in a couple of really key opportunities for this Queensland side so far.
Lauren Brown, she's a really good goal kicker. The record there suggests, and she's nailed the first one, and the rain tumbles down.
wait for the clock, Maddie. Maddie, just wait for the clock. Stay on side.
Yes, it's a real Origin arm wrestle, this one. Just over 10 minutes left in the 35-minute first half. Queensland have hit the lead after the Blues dominated early. And Tasman Gray, who's been a great player for Queensland and the Gillaroos for many seasons now. Karina Brown playing it within 6 of the halfway. Wonky pass from Brill, but Tamara did well to catch it firstly and then promotes the pass. That's Brianna Clark playing on the halfway. Penalty.
Play the ball because you're in the ruck. Ruck interference. Yep.
So no 6 again rule, just to remind you, we're back to the more traditional rules in Women's State of Origin. So ruck interference draws a penalty. And now Brianna Clark, very strong off the bench since she came on the park. That's a great run. Queensland have got their tails up here. Here's Brill. Studden puts her down with Kennedy Cherrington, who's out on the park too now for New South Wales in 16. Tamara Brigginshaw in centre field goes to Harden, who gets dropped down in a good tackle. Togatuki one-on-one. Oh, is there a head clash?
Yeah, tackle 4. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if it was more the buckling motion of that tackle. All right, HIO to Alicia Harden.
Tackle 4, okay, Mark.
A big 9 minutes coming up to the break here. Momentum has changed in this game. Queensland have taken the lead and starting to physically look on top as well.
See Ali Brigginshaw coming into that first receiver role a little bit more. We can see the mark that she's going to put onto the back end of this first half.
Got to watch the show and go. It's a 4th tackle, so the Blues have had an opportunity to set their defence. They've had a rest. Majorly disappointing for them if they didn't hold out for these 2 tackles.
Time on, tackle 4.
All right, Brigginshaw is going to get us back underway. There's Brill. Lovely ball out of dummy half to Aiken. Rastran Smith. 4 metres short of the line. Surges in there. Oh, that wasn't a great pass to Brigginshaw. Tries to drop it on the boot, and New South Wales have got back and covered it. Oh, it's a Blues knock on.
Yeah, Togatuki trying to clean up, unable to do so. The Blues played at the football, stopped the ball going through.
Where would you like it? Middle.
Aiken will be feeding the scrum, centre of the 10-metre line. Queensland doing what Queensland do, fighting hard. And on the back foot early, but you sense the momentum swung the other way now. Brill. And goes to Clark, who stands strong in the tackle. But look at that, numbers are in the tackle now for New South Wales, and she's driven back. Brill goes to Brigginshaw, goes to the line for Aiken, and now Upton wrapped up. Good defence, Surgis there, and Baxter as well. The Blues defence standing up at the moment. Rastran Smith on the 10, play 4. Brigginshaw, she's going to kick early here. The Blues have played it. The ball gets to the in goal. Wheeler's going to go back and watch it go over the dead ball line.
20.
Back to the 20. So it missed a blue boot. Fourth tackle kick there by Brigginshaw.
Yeah, it was a planned move. Jasmine Gray was coming through. She knew the kick was on. Just too much traffic there. If I'm the Blues, I'm really trying to get the football towards Jess Surgis.
Yeah.
She's been the Blues' most dangerous player. Tended to come more to the left, but if they could work to the right, bring her into the game would be advantageous.
There's Boyle now.
We can see the Telstra trackers been working hard, and Queensland centres are above the New South Wales centres in terms of intensity. Currently have that momentum. We've seen that play out certainly in the past 5 or 10 minutes as well.
I'll do a lot of tackling. One of the reasons to explain that. Now Studden up into the sky. This is a tough ball. Well taken by Meeks. Throws it over the top to Kelly. She keeps it alive. Meeks with a desperate one out the back to Vede Welsh. She loops a pass to Quincy Dodd. She'll put a kick over the top. If this gets to the outside, they'll score! Jess Surgis!
It's my fault. Wow, what an opportunity.
What about the work from Yasmin Meeks there to keep the ball alive, keep it in play? Then they were able to find Quincy Dodd, who put in the perfect kick. I hate to say it, but Jess Surgis, the conditions got the better of her in that instance.
Five minutes until the break here. Millie Boyle up in the front line there defensively with a good tackle. And now Karina Brown. So tough. Just runs flat out no matter what she's doing. So it's Rona Peters, the 19. Now Aiken, she's really quick off the mark. She was player of the match last year. Brigginshaw chips over the top. Vede Welsh. Positionally, she's been very good tonight. Player Vede Welsh hasn't been caught out at all. And she makes 10 metres there after collecting that kick. Here's Penatani. Scored a try in the Origin fixture last year. Peters is in there trying to rough her up somewhat. And Meeks playing it now. Quincy Dodd, away to Boyle. Some strong defence so far on this set by Queensland. Now away to Studden.
Yeah, I don't understand the early kick when you're running into the wind. It seems to be that case. There's not much volume in the New South Wales kicking game, so you may as well take them all through to the last and pick up an extra 10 or 15 by running the football into a kicking position, a better kicking position. Especially with 3.5 minutes to go.
Away to Aiken. You just see these little speed players being a factor as this game wears on. It's the last tackle. Oh no, they got that wrong. And Brianna Clark with a hit up on play 5. Corbin Baxter, formerly known as Corbin McGregor. She dropped the ball as well there, just to compound things too. Oh, another drop ball here for New South Wales. Oh no. Got a Blues penalty. High tackle.
A shake of the head there from Zahara Tamara. Nothing wrong with that at all. again, it's a tough call on the halfback.
Okay, stand up now. Wait.
All right, there's time here before the break. New South Wales through Boyle. 32 out, centre field, Quincy Dodd. Goes to the left, and Cherrington, crunched. Another good tackle by Tasman Gray. She's shortened a few up tonight. Studden, Alphabet Welsh, drew the winger in. Now Meeks, tackled by Karina Brown. 90 seconds out from half-time here. The Blues looking to strike before the break. Here's Dodd, sends it on. Baxter, she had nowhere to go, and the ball comes free. Oh, it's another drop ball by Queensland. I don't think they'll play advantage, though.
Not enough advantage taken.
And that way.
Is that Millie Boyle in the back line there?
Clock's on.
She might have either been injured or lost. A bit of an opportunity out wide for New South Wales, but the front row are outside the 5'8".
Well, the conditions just getting the better of these two teams here at the back end of the first half.
Been physical.
Oh, yeah.
Been some great shots. And I think a couple of pretty tough calls in regards to the physicality of this game.
Oh, gee, that was a dodgy pass from the scrum there too. And Julia Robinson tackled by Jess Surgis. Now Brigginshaw. The Blues have done a good job, Alana, in containing her influence so far.
Well, they've done a great job. They've been getting numbers in tackles. I think their line speed and intensity has been really good to contain not only Ali Brigginshaw, but plenty of their stars. We haven't seen Tamika Upton, Taryn Aiken in much space. So certainly that defensive pressure's been brilliant from the Blues that first 35 minutes.
It's a real Origin half of footy, this one. Half-time on the Sunshine Coast.
Yep.
It's Queensland with their bibs in front over New South Wales, 6-4. Two-try hero from Origin last year, Peter Sterling. Pretty handily contained by the Blues so far.
They've done a great job, New South Wales, to keep her involvement to a minimum. Scary part is that things might open up a little bit when the fatigue factor becomes one, and Upton is the player that would take advantage of that. So we haven't seen much of her in the opening 35 minutes. I expect to see a lot more of her in the latter stages of this game.
Yes, the big forwards just tiring a little bit, as you'd expect towards the end of that first half. So if you're a little speedster in close around the ruck, you'd maybe fancy your chances here. Seems to follow that similar pattern in Origin football, men or women. Second half underway. Hard not to be impressed with Brianna Clark's work coming off the bench here for Queensland. Another strong charge to begin the second half now. And Tasman Gray has been no better forward on the park than her. And she's carrying the ball loosely there. Did well to hang on to it in the wet. And Destiny Brill, the dummy half. Here's Clark again. What a performance. Now Brigginshaw waves hard and underneath, so she's past the HIA.
Well, they've been one-out charges, but still got to the halfway line fairly comfortably, and now 3 passes. Good
here's a chance for Queensland.
Oh, should have passed.
Now, is that Surgis who's limping? Yeah, she's in a real deal of trouble here, Jess Surgis. They're going to attack her side of the ground. A kick by Aiken. Here comes the cavalry. Robinson with a brilliant catch, but dropped it as she went to ground. Now, there's real concern here for Jess Surgis. I'm not sure what's happened. We'll try and grab it on replay. We've got Sam sideline as well. We'll get to him shortly, but gee, the Blues will be hoping it's a bit of cramp because she, as Alana pointed out, she's a real focal point for the Blues attack.
We saw a glimpse of what those Queensland women can do in attack as well. Ali Brigginshaw linking up with Taryn Aiken. And Tamika Upton out the back as a decoy runner.
And that doesn't look good for
No, that does not look good for Jess Surgis at all.
New South Wales were in all sorts of trouble if Rafton Smith had passed that football. There was good support on the outside and quick players on her outside. Through the dummy is New South Wales again. Kick high, straight down to Upton.
Good kick chase there. Corbin Baxter, the kicker, leading the kick chase with Togatuki.
Yeah, the Maroons' kicking game has certainly been better than New South Wales, who struggle to find space and distance.
Oh, penalty here. It's going to put the Maroons in good field position.
Play on.
Well, they're going to tap it and keep going. Good charge there by Harden. Now Brigginshaw takes them on up the centre.
Our Telstra tracker giving us a little bit of insight towards the max speed of some of our players in that first half. And as you can see, some of the usual suspects, Queensland just lost the ball. Some of the usual suspects in Upton, Surgis, Kelly, they haven't made the list just yet. So we might see them with a little bit more space and a little bit of speed to burn in this second 35 minutes of footy.
20? No, it's on the side where you knock on, where they knock on.
Been a very positive start to the second half for Queensland. Unfortunately, an error there with Brill unable to take the offload. But they found meters fairly comfortable coming out of their own end. Togatuki about to come to the sideline for the HIA assessment.
It's his second
All blocks off.
head knock of the game so far. Past the first one, maybe not so much the second.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
As I said, the winning margins in these Origin format games, 6 points last year, 10 points to the Blues the year before, and 6 points in the inaugural one back in 2018. So there's never too much between them. 10 points, the biggest margin in the 3 years we've had it so far.
New South Wales have had to look at their rotation. Obviously, Hannah Southwell leaving the game early on changes things up a little bit as to how you use your back rowers.
Samaima Taufa coming on as that replacement. She's the real strength in their pack. Takes those hard runs that no one wants to take first and really gets them on the front foot. Always a quick play the ball to be able to play off the back of.
That's a good point, Alana. They've lost a little bit of direction since she's been off the ground. And so Kelly playing it, Studden sends it along the line, and Millie Boyle, oh, good tackle. Destiny Brill. Baxter for Wheeler. Oh, she's dropped the ball. She's dropped the ball.
In the middle, clock's on.
There's some danger signs here early on in the second half. We're just starting to assert some more superiority here. Good position here to extend the lead.
Make sure you pull them together. Destiny, pull them together, please. Clock off.
Now Robinson, Broncos stalwart.
That's a good battle.
Surgis is all right too. I don't know what happened there. Looked like one of those injuries where you, as you said, Pete, when you just get hurt, there's no one around you, you often fear the worst, but she seems to have run it off for the moment. Brigginshaw for Tamara. Away now for Tasman Gray. What a game she's had. Studden there to make the tackle. Now Brill, let's Studden behind with a good scamper from dummy half. Queensland are getting better the further this game goes on here. They lead by only a conversion, but maybe some more points are not far away now. Aiken to Rafstron Smith. Oh, good defence. Taufa, who else? Kennedy Cherrington part of that tackle as well. Oh, Brigginshaw, she sold the dummy. Oh, it wasn't a great kick, and Wheeler was able to take it pretty comfortably.
I should love that one back. About 4 things in her mind. Should have gone the other 3.
See, how impressive has Brianna Clark been, Alana? She just belted both Bette Welsh there as well. Brilliant off the bench.
Her work rate is so impressive. She's the first person putting her hand up and is on multiple times taken a couple of hit-ups in the same set. She's been awesome.
Well, she's there again, down around the legs and driving. Meeks into the ground with a tackle. They've got some forward firepower. Not a great pass. Kelly has to go back to get it. Gives the ball away now. Kezi Apps steps inside of one, gets up over the halfway. Harden comes to make the tackle along with Gray. Studden, can she find an effective kick here? Finds the ground with it. And Shazolka on the first bounce is tackled inside of 20. So a better outcome to the set there for New South Wales. And here goes Robinson. Across the field, finds Kezi Apps. And Dodd helping to put it to ground. That was a fast play, the ball too. And now Karina Brown loves running from dummy half. Gets up within 11 metres of the halfway line. Centre of the park. Harden. Excellent tackle from Cherrington. Running from marker. They're up near the halfway line now. And here's Gray with another great run. Better control here from both teams in the last couple of sets. And Zahara Tamara's kick is a real challenging one. Great take. That's Penatani. Had to take it at full tilt there. And now Surgis. Hey Welsh played in consecutive NRLW Grand Finals, Bo, for the Dragons 2019, the Roosters last year. Unsuccessful in both of those. Cherrington playing it. Studden now. Shows a pass. All Apps plays on quickly. Meeks keeps it alive. Danger here for Queensland. Isabel Kelly offloads. Cherrington on the back up. Brigginshaw with a tackle. 10 metres out from the line.
It's got to be on this way. They've gone the wrong side.
Well, here goes Studden. Gives it out to the winger. Back inside for Kelly. She keeps it alive. Apps now. It's the last tackle. Queensland have survived.
Hand over here.
Big numbers to the right, New South Wales. It went back to where the bulk of the Queensland defence was, down that far side, the short side.
Brina, you okay? Yeah. Wait, Bree.
Have a look at that. Look at the width there they've got. Only one Queensland defender this side of the posts. That's where your halves have got to take control.
Push up. Tamika! Tamika!
Again, well defended.
Oh, Karina Brown. Don't want to lose her from the Queensland perspective. Her fourth Origin game tonight. This is what happened.
Oh, gee.
Oh, gee. There's an example of why tackling low isn't always the smartest option.
Well, it's just poor technique there. That's the head is in the wrong position. It's in front of the knee. You've got to get the head in behind the legs. We don't see a lot of low tackling in all forms of the game now, and I think that's why technique has really fallen away. We're fortunate to come back into this game after that kind of contact, Karina Brown.
I won't be through a lack of will, I can tell you.
Next try crucial in this game.
That's assuming we have one, Pete. Here goes Lenadusi with a full tank of petrol, and there's a great charge. And here's Destiny Brill. Wins a penalty for a team. One conversation can change a day or even change a life, with mental ill health affecting almost 1 in 2 Australians. Let's make sure we're always running in support. To learn how to ask for an offload or how to give one, head to nrl.com/state of mind. Oh, that nearly didn't find the line, that kick. Brave effort from the Blues to keep it in.
It's a hand over because she's touched it. Where do you want it? Hand over.
Players still getting their heads around the raft of new rules. It would have been a scrum.
What about the players? What about the commentators? Ah, ball's come out. Another mistake. Oh, they like that one, New South Wales, don't they?
Part of the tackle, Ali. Part of the tackle, and she lost it. Where would you like it?
Good driving defence, real Origin tackle, that one.
They did a good job not to get her into a dangerous position. Legs are up off the ground. Being tilted any further, it would have been a dangerous tackle and penalised.
Quincy, in please. Right around Holly.
Am I right in saying, Peter, that whoever controls the ball is just about going to win the game?
That's generally the way it works, Matt. I agree with you.
It's just been so many errors in these conditions. Now, Jess Surgis went painfully close to the touchline there. Oh, hang on. Taufa now. Vanilli Boyle, she's such a good athlete, isn't she? She's mobile and it doesn't take long to reach top gear. Really bends the defence. Quincy Dodd out for Baxter. Here's Vete Wells, tries to get on the outside. Excellent tackle, Robinson. Penatani rushes into dummy half. And Baxter along for Taufa. She doesn't like passing too much. She prefers to run over them. Taufa gets within a couple of the line there. Brigginshaw desperate. Dodd with a pass. Southwell's back into the game. Studden, cut out ball. Finds the winger now. Meeks who keeps it alive back on the inside. And again, New South Wales in the last tackle. Maybe not pulling the right rein.
Those fifth tackle options have really hurt New South Wales this entire game, really. They've had brilliant field possession and they've worked really hard to get there, and just the final pass or the final kick hasn't really pulled off for them majority of the time.
There's Gray. She's bruised most defenders that have gone near her tonight. Jasmine Gray. Chelsea Lenadusi keeps the ball alive. Harden with it now. Switches back to Brill in the centre of the ground. And Taufa in there with Boyle. Stop her 8 metres short of the halfway line. All the way to Aiken. Numbers here. And the winger dropped back and Surgis was left one out against two of them, but that's good defence on the inside by Baxter who made the tackle. Last tackle. Aiken will be the kicker. Goes high. Vete Welsh again. Beautifully positioned. And Brigginshaw brings it down.
Catching under the high ball's been tremendous tonight from both teams. Difficult conditions. We haven't seen one put down as yet, and there's been plenty of pressure coming through from the chasers as well.
This is good stuff from the Blues here. Penatani started it. That was a 15-metre run, and then Isabel Kelly made 25 metres. Here's Quincy Dodd now. The Blues just starting to get a bit of momentum behind them. Taufa on for Southwell. Had a long time off the ground. Strong charge.
That's a real bonus that she's come back into the game. Last tackle.
Studden. Right up in the air. Here's a tester. Well taken there by Upton.
And got to the ground very quickly. Realised that if she'd stayed up, may have got dragged back into the in-goal area. So diffused the bomb and then got to the ground.
Oh, great tackle by Southwell to force the ball out. That's copybook stuff. The Blues, here's Boyle. Can they stop Millie from close range? They get bodies around the ball. Oh, Boyle reached out. Oh, she dropped it. Oh, no.
No, it's a scrum. Middle, clock's on.
The charge is a strong one. Still momentum in the tackle. She's still up.
Oh, how about that?
It comes. Oh, a couple of real missed opportunities Surges in the first half on the kick, only had to catch it. And Boyle in that run only needed to maintain possession to get the ball to the line.
Queensland by a couple. That was a forward pass before a knock on. Oh, look out.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It is Origin after all.
Yeah, Sanamato not happy with the exuberance from the New South Wales defence.
Separate. Way you go. Back that way. Back that way.
Well, that's 2 big hits in a row from New South Wales to force
take 'em
errors, Alania.
Come off.
Got to take advantage of it.
Well, they've had plenty of advantages, and they really need to turn this field position into some points. There's been plenty of opportunities. They've done the hard yards. They've had quick play the balls. But it's just that attention to detail in those key moments of the game that have really slipped up and kept the Blues from putting points on the board. So this is a huge opportunity, and for me, a really big moment in this game as to if they're going to win come the final whistle.
That qualifies a melee, didn't it?
Well, he's Dodd. We've got to see a bit of that passion in Origin footy. That's why we tune in. Studden, waiting there at dummy half now. Pass to Boyle. Harden in there, helping with the tackle. Power, the other defender. Southwell has been taken high.
Okay.
Oh, you've got to take the kick, don't you?
Well, you do.
Incidentally, if we get to this point, it is golden point in Women's State of Origin Rugby League.
Chelsea.
And the Blues are going to take the kick and try to make it 6-all.
And shot at goal.
Some tension in the Queensland coaching box. That's the Maroons coach, Tani Norris. Now, Maddie Studden shouldn't have any issues with this, but pressure can do funny things to people, particularly in the Origin arena. Studden from in front to level the scores. She's done it.
Yep. Yep. Ball. Here it comes.
We're locked up in Women's State of Origin 2021.
Stay on side.
6 points apiece.
Stay on, Chelsea. Stay on.
Lauren Brown resumes the battle. And here's Apps, all rattled by a good shot, Zahara Tamara. And power down there as well. Vete Welsh for Southwell.
Our Telstra tracker showing us how impressive Lauren Brown always is. She's always standing out on the big stage. Her stats this year and last year are very impressive, as you can see. But 50 minutes into the game and she's almost at the same stats as last year. So a real standout for those Queensland Maroons.
Davis is back out there for the Blues, and there's a good run for Taufa.
Yeah, good set after points. Always puts a spring in your step. New South Wales have done well. Short ball.
Here's Togatuki nearly into a hole. Oh, she wanted to promote it, but it was the last tackle.
I think she might have lost it.
Oh, she lost the ball, okay.
And she shaped the pass, must have come out.
Where do you want it? Clock's on.
Should give some acknowledgement to our officials as well. Belinda Sharp, we've seen her refereeing at NRL level, the touch judges, Kaylee Beattie and Caroline Nolan. So we've got not just the women players on show, but the officials as well. And it's a great message to the women of rugby league that there's a pathway in the sport for players and officials. It must be a real thrill for all the officials being involved in State of Origin as well. Now Julia Robinson.
Wait.
15 minutes to go.
It's come around quickly, hasn't it?
We're in the heavyweight rounds now. Brigginshaw. Still enough time for Ali to produce a bit of magic to get Queensland home.
And we're getting to the stage now where next points might win.
Now Lenadusi, good offload on tackle 3. They keep it alive now. Here's Marto. And Cherrington with the tackle around the legs, and Taufer up top. Tamara on tackle 4, kicks her outside players, but Vede Welsh again. She's been all over everything tonight. Now Meeks can't go anywhere. And Queensland are going to pour the pressure on with their defence here. And Kelly for Penatani, good run. And Brigginshaw was waiting for her. Oh, and Tiana's been hurt by that.
Yeah, there was a bit of a swing arm involved here.
Tackle 3, Tiana. Tackle 3.
Been strong, Penatani. She just felt there was some high contact there and hurry to get up and play the football. Let's see here. No, just the way that she was taken to the ground. In fact, it's a leg problem. Inside the final 15 now. And this is where you want your key players, your leading players, to take over. I keep saying for Queensland, it's Brigginshaw, it's Aiken, it's Upton, on the good work of the forwards to get them in the right position. Studden and Baxter, the two centres, Surgis and Kelly. This is where you're looking for their leadership and direction.
Well, Corbin's combination with Togatuki looked really strong on that right edge. Unfortunately, she lost the ball just out the end, but they've also got Jess Surgis out there, so they've gone to the right and looked really strong.
The other players who really impressed the last since coming back in has been Southall.
Oh,
really strong catch.
She has an enormous impact on the game, both in defence and attack.
Yeah, great defender. All right, 4th tackle here, bit of pressure on the Blues to try and get in a position for a kick. Southall dodge Raina Peters' tackle, but she gets to Marto and she's driven into the ground. What's happening here now?
Your trainer asked for time off. 5, Hannah. Your trainer asked for the time off.
All right.
Tackle 5.
An early night for Tiana Penatani. Ruan Sims in the New South Wales coach's box will sideline. Anyway, did you think this is where the game would be at this stage, Rube?
6-all, absolutely. Yeah. Like in this kind of weather, I think it's something that wet weather footy is always going to be really, really tough.
All right,
I've got to go though. Sorry, guys.
Oh, she's brushed us again.
Working. She looks very much at home on the sideline there with the cans on and barking instructions, taking instructions. Last tackle here. New South Wales still at their own end of the field. Queensland have done a great job in this set. And Upton takes it in good field position, already over their own 40.
Oh, gee. Holding on too long in the ruck. Well, that penalty could be huge in the context of this game. Shaw finds Chelsea Lenadusi in the centre of the ground. She's been over there in a tackle by Davis and Taufa. Away to Marto. Shannon Marto, part of the Broncos outfit in the NRLW. There's 9 Broncos going around for Queensland tonight. He's one of them, Tamika Upton. She was one of the danger players for Queensland. Hasn't been seen so much tonight, but we're getting down towards the business end. And now Robinson beat one tackle. Surge is still not moving all that freely with that leg problem. And Togatuki makes a good tackle. Peters goes to Brigginshaw. And Shannon Marto once again. Last tackle now. This is where Ali Brigginshaw shines. Game on the line. She's run a decoy there. A kick by Tamara. The chase is on. It rolls dead. Oh, she'll be disappointed she didn't nail that one.
Little space there. And next best result behind a try just would have been to force the restart from under the posts. A 20-metre restart for the Blues and an extra tackle. Godsend at this stage of the game.
There's a good run.
Making some good meters now off these quick play the balls, the Blues.
Some tired legs out there for sure. Now Baxter across the field looking for an opening. Aiken there to bring her down. Davis, she slipped in dummy half, Keely. Good pass away here. And it's Tanisi again. We've got a new set. Is that Davis in back play? Oh, that's not. That doesn't look good. I wonder if a trainer might be asked for the game to stop here shortly. Now, Studden, it's the 4th tackle. Oh, she tried to kick it through. It's bounced off Queensland and gone backwards. Keely Davis is okay meantime.
Yeah, rush of blood there. There's no need. It wasn't on. The kick wasn't on. Still had a tackle up their sleeve. Been a reshuffle on this right-hand side for New South Wales with Penatani leaving the field. The 17, Holly Wheeler, is actually swapping between centre and fringe there with Surgis out onto the wing.
Shazolka runs into Davis. Getting to the last 10 minutes of an Origin game, and Queensland and New South Wales are locked together at 6-all. We've seen this before. Harden now. Togatuki, she's got sort of stuck to work herself tonight. Brigginshaw tries to clear Bette Welsh with the kick, but can't. It's been super for the Blues tonight, the fullback. And Brigginshaw down there leading kick chase along with Rona Peters. Surgis now with that explosive pace. Good tackle by Peters as she's trying to get up and play it. Davis away now for Meeks. Look at the leg speed through the centre here for the Blues. They've come best part of 50 metres in 3 plays now. Davis goes for a run herself, shows a dummy. Gets up inside the 20. This is positive for the Blues. Queensland have got to find. Oh no! It went back. It went back.
Oh.
Well, they got let off there.
Oh, it's a big call. Last tackle.
Oh, now Davis went into dummy half. The ball was knocked out. That was okay. She took 2 steps from dummy half. And then Gray played at it and won it back for Queensland. Well, the last 2 plays were somewhat forgettable there for the Blues.
Well, they might be what contribute to a loss here. They're in great position. The template was ideal. The charges from the New South Wales outside backs through the middle there. But the last 2 plays, now given an opportunity with Robinson taking the ball back centre field.
Oh, there's plenty of territory through the middle now. Both teams are just about gassed here with a bit more than 8 minutes left. Brigginshaw away to Aiken and out now through Upton. It finds Shazolka on the wing. Penalty.
Oh, penalty.
Oh. It's getting a bit rough and ready too with a big tackle there by Surgis. It's Shazolka in a push and shove. Wheeler's over there.
Holly. Look away, look away.
Now, they'd love to try and take two here, but this is a big ask from near the sideline in the driving rain.
Well, the way Lauren Brown nailed the conversion.
She's got to have a go, doesn't she?
No, I still think that there's time. I think they'll have a shot. They haven't spent much time down this end of the field. I think they'd fancy that they might be able to run in more than a goal.
All right. And the wise words of Peter Sterling ringing in the ears of Taryn Aiken.
Well, this is the Origin test now. 6-all, 7.5 to go. Who can finish it off? Both have put themselves into a winning position. Who gets the job done?
Lenarduzzi with the first charge. Look at this, they haven't stopped Chelsea yet. Southwell and Davis eventually bring a run to an end, but they're 19 metres out. I wonder if they might think about a field goal if they can't score in the first 4. Here's a good, geez, Gray, the more metres for Tasman Gray. 9 metres out. Queensland with the Origin on the line. Brigginshaw away to Aiken. There's space out here. They have to score. Upton gets the try.
Well, that's the class of the Queensland ball players, and it's what has set them apart last year, and we may have just seen that be the case again this year. Just the class of Ali Brigginshaw being able to add in and contribute to that extra ball player. As you can see here on the Harvey Norman replay, Ali Brigginshaw delivers the perfect pass to Taryn Aiken. She's got the sense to give that early ball to Tamika Upton, and one of the best finishers in the women's game at the moment.
Oh, look at.
Grant, decision's under review for an obstruction.
Obstruction?
Gee, it's a long way from the football. Surely not. Julia Robinson goes through to the inside shoulder. No problem there whatsoever.
Just looking to determine if there's obstruction in the lead-up.
You know what? It's going to be taken away because the pass was delivered and caught by the person on the inside of the shoulder.
By Taryn Aiken
of the number
inside
4.
the lead runner,
wow.
Julia Robinson.
That's
the lead runner then holds up the defensive line of Corbin Baxter.
Honestly,
we have a decision.
There was no way New South Wales were going to be able to defend that. And because of the black and white ruling that where you catch the pass, which was on the inside shoulder of the lead runner, there wasn't interference on the defender there at all. They couldn't get across to cover that.
There was no chance that Corbin McGregor could make that tackle.
Thank you.
It's very unfortunate for the Queensland women, but they've just shown us the recipe of what works for them.
And the smarts of Queensland as well to go that side, because this is an interrupted defensive formation for New South Wales because Penatani is off. So you've got players playing out of position that they started and they just got stripped for numbers. That's a cruel blow for the Maroons. I think a really harsh one too. And yeah, look, black and white by the book. But if you look at that, New South Wales were
totally shot. All right, still 6-all. Wouldn't be an Origin game without a bit of drama in the end, would it? Baxter turns a pass now.
One-on-one strip.
Oh, brilliant. That's had it ripped away by Lenarduzzi.
She's had an enormous game too, Lenarduzzi. Some of her...
Southwell. Another one for the highlights montage.
I was going to say some of her charges, but that hit was incredible.
She's the female defensive equivalent of Steve Menzies, Peter Sterling. She's the hit woman. Wow, we got a real finish now.
And the crowd, they're into it.
Brigginshaw for Aiken and Robinson. Beat Surgis. Last tackle, well, they can't take a shot at field goal. They're miles away from the post. They're near the sideline. Robinson plays it now. The Blues all march up. Aiken bangs it over the top. Vete Welsh waiting for it. We've got 5 minutes left in State of Origin. We could be off to Golden Point.
Right, the outside backs need to get involved as they did previous set of 6. Straight through the middle. Good meters from Surgis.
Chelsea, let go!
Kelly. Kylie Hilda, the New South Wales coach. Oh no, there's a mistake.
What do you want at middle?
Gee, this could be the turning point. Oh.
There might have been a hint of a hand in there from Aiken, but you've got to control the football. And your speed in trying to get the quick play of the ball, you can't lose your technique.
David Middleton tells me in the history of Women's Interstate Rugby League, there's never been a field goal. Can Ali Brigginshaw, you'd have to say to be her, can she nail one here to win the Origin? Can they get close enough to set up for one? Now Robinson to Aiken. And now Talisha Harden. Brigginshaw for Tamara. And away to Gray. He's been unstoppable at times tonight, Tasman Gray. Oh, Studden tried the strip. Couldn't rip the ball out. Brigginshaw now towards the post. She goes herself. If they want a field goal, they've got to take it now. They're 12 metres out. Who's going to kick it? Have they got a field goal kicker? Aiken, they've gone away from the post. It gets to Upton. Oh, no. Brigginshaw rolls it towards the in goal. She gets it there. Well done. Great kick.
That's the class of Ali Brigginshaw.
There's the leadership right there. Both the men's teams will be watching this, and all that has done is whetted the appetite even more for Sunday night. What a battle here.
Stay on side.
I don't know what the forecast is for the next few days up in Brisbane, but it's wet enough now. We might have a similar torrid struggle in the men's game.
Our Telstra tracker showing us the second half. New South Wales have been on top of intensity, but we know anything can happen with a few minutes to go. Right.
They've got to set for a field goal now, don't they?
They walked away from the post last time. I don't think it's foremost in their minds.
It's obviously not, but it was point blank before to Brigginshaw. Shows a dummy. She's going to be tackled midfield. And Davis, the tackler. Now, Brill goes to Aiken. Here's Upton. She was knocked back before. The defence stops her within a couple of the line.
If Robinson had stayed on her outside, I think that established a bit of an overlap as well. Aiken now finds Brigginshaw. Short ball.
Lena Ducey with it. Where's Brigginshaw? Ali, you can kick one, you know.
Oh, penalty!
Penalty!
Oh, no!
You can't believe it!
Oh, no.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame. It'll be decided. We'll take a quick break.
Oh, this is a bitter pill to swallow for the Blues. Look at Kezzy Apps, the captain.
Yeah, the face says it all. And I've got to say, as harsh as I thought the call was against Queensland in the no try, I think this is really tough as well, considering what we've seen around the play the ball all game. That doesn't look a whole lot different to another amount of incidents that have been just let go.
They've got to kick it yet. Lauren Brown to win the game, you'd have to say. She's done it. Queensland 8-6. The Blues try to rush for a quick restart.
Well, again, New South Wales can only blame themselves. Came up with a mistake in the play the ball. As they were working it out from their own ends.
Come on.
We've got 19 seconds. Must get the football back from the restart, and will not do so.
Well, it's another Origin thriller. Queensland are going to go back-to-back here. New South Wales on the first two. That was in Sydney, but up on the Sunshine Coast, Queensland have won last year and they've defended their title full time. Queensland celebrate. It was dour at times, but the result was certainly up in the air until the very last minute where the Blues have lost it, courtesy of a penalty goal. Queensland victors in Women's State of Origin 2021, 8-6 over New South Wales.